Well, the big race at Gloucester Park on Friday night is the $50,000 event for three-year-old fillies rather, and Aiden De Campo has got a good barrier draw with Orphan Reactor, drawn barrier 1, Aiden, and 2 starts ago she led from barrier 7 at 1 at Pinjarra. Then she led at her next start from barrier 6, but she faded and was unplaced at Pinjarra. From barrier 1 on Friday night, I give her a good solid chance in this race.
Yeah, obviously went real good 2 starts back when she led from out wide and had to do a bit of work. But, next start she probably got a bit keen in front and I really hung on to her real bad and she kind of choked herself a little bit, and which she can do a little bit. From barrier 1, obviously she's not going to have to burn early. She's got that brilliant natural gate speed, so I'll let her come off the gate how she wants, and, she can fire up a bit. So if she happens to fire up, I'll just let her roll in front. If she happens to settle, I may take a sit, but over the 2100, which is probably a bit more to her liking, she could go good in front, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's a realistic chance. Who do you see as her main dangers?
Look, there's a lot of good fillies, there's a few fillies coming out of the Oaks, and that would probably a lot better than her on class and that, but the way she races and the way she can fire up, I just have to leave it up to the way she feels out the gate and, where we end up.
Aiden, I think your best drive on the night will be the Derby place getter from last year, 'Tis a Dream, who looks to be very, very hard to beat in his race. I think it's race 9.
Yeah, he's a handy little horse. He's won 2 starts back and both times he's led and gone real good and done it quite easy. Drawn 3, another good draw for him. So, he'll be coming out the gate humming, trying to find the front again. And, I think there's one of Justin Prentice that goes quite good off the second row. But if he finds the front, he'll be very hard to beat.
How do you compare him with Hands and Wheels, who beat him in the WA Derby last season?
Look, I've had a hard time splitting them throughout their career when they have come in them big races. I've kind of normally left it up to the better barrier draw, and Hands and Wheels has probably got the better barrier draw in a couple of them races and also got a better racing luck in them races too, So, there's not much different between them, so, yeah.
So you've got a good few other drives. You start off with Suzies Gem, barrier 3. She's won at her last, she won a couple of starts ago. But she's finished at the rear of the last couple, but then she won 2 of her previous 3. She led from barrier 1 at Wagen 3 starts ago. How's she going to go from barrier 3 on Friday night in race 1?
Look, she's a funny kind of mare. She kind of needs to be on the fence or in front where she does her best work. So we'll come out hard. If she happens to lead, she'll run a good race. If she can't get to the front, we're looking for shortcuts, and she probably can't finish in the top 5.
Tommy Be Good starts off 20 metres in the stand. He's a very consistent pacer. You can't discount his winning chances.
Yeah, Tommy, he's flying at the moment. Kat's doing an amazing job with him. He's been up in class for a while now, and he's kind of taken that next step back to the stand in weaker company. He'll be a good chance in that. I really like the way he's going. His last start, they got home real quick, and he made a lot of ground on the leaders. And I think he's right up to his eyeballs in that one.
And in the last, you've got to stay to the last because you drive Jess Moore's Rich Yankee, whose form has been fair recently, but a good second 2 starts ago to Daniel John at Kellerberrin.
Yeah, I'll do anything for Jess, mate. I'll wait till the 15th race for Jess. So, but Rich Yankee, he's a handy horse. He's got a bit of a barrier there that he probably can press forward. And if he happened to found the top 2, he ran a cheeky race about 4 or 5 starts ago. He led up here in a midweek race, which was quite strong, and just got beat on the line. And, over the 2500, he can get in, if he can got to the front, take some catching.
And Aiden, one of the feature races at Bunbury on Saturday night is the Dash for Cash. You've got the very good horse, the Accumulator, in, but you bump into Eden Franco.
Yeah, he's a handy little horse, real happy with his start, his run last start, he really put his best foot forward. Good trailing draw there from barrier 9, he'll go good again, so just be how much work Eden Franco has to do, or, there's a couple other nice horses in it as well, so it'll be what trip we kind of get, but, he should be about the place.
Thanks very much, Aiden, and all the best of luck on Friday and on Saturday night.
Cheers, Ken.